YouTube, what it do? It's your boy Stevo. Thank y'all for watching, man. Tuning in. Hope y'all having a good day, man. So look, the world would be a better place if we just stay in our lanes. Just stay in your lane. Stay in your lane, G. Everybody's meant for something on here, right? Everybody is placed on this earth for a certain reason. You just gotta find what it's for. Whatever you're placed in, right? You might be the person that could draw. You might be the cop. You might be able to just enforce the law on people. You might be the firefighter man that pull people out of fires, right? You might be the trainer, teach people how to improve their health. You might be a musician, right? Entertain the world, make people smile, comedian, make people smile and laugh. Whatever your lane is, you have to find it, own it, and stay in it, right? Maybe even create it. If you don't have a lane, create one. Work on creating one. That's the biggest thing, right? Once it's created, you just go. And the thing is, when I say stay in your lane, stop paying attention to other ones. When you're driving, right? You checking the mirrors, you turn your head here and there, right? But your eyes are focused on the road. It's focused on one lane, or at least it should be, right? We should be on our phones all day, texting, scrolling, and driving. Let's be honest. 90% of us is though. Let's be honest. Let's be honest. Let's be honest. But man, the thing is, right? Your lane. Sometimes your lane might be slower than the guy next to you. That's the problem with this social media, right? We try to compare this lane we in to that guy lane. That guy lane seem like it's faster now. Our lane feel like it's slower, right? But we don't know that lane. His lane might be fast, but his lane might crash and burn. His lane might have more bumps in it while he was going so fast. We might have a slow, steady pace, but our destination, we might be having a smooth ride. It's just really slow, but his lane is bumpy. In other words, right? We don't know what he been through. This man might have been homeless before he jumped on and made it, became a millionaire, became this, right? Became famous, right? He might have been living with some roaches, right? On the other hand, with us, right? We might have a slow, steady road. We might be good. A little average life, solid. Job. We got things to appreciate, but it's just we feel like we stuck because nothing's popping off. We're not extremely successful like this guy, but this guy been through hell. You know, we haven't yet. So our lane is slow and steady. His feel like it popped off, but his lane this dude been driving for 12 hours, right? We only been driving for 2, right? Say, this content creator, right? Say another guy might have doing this YouTube stuff for 10 years, right? That's how he got 2 million, 10 million views, right? But I imagine me judging this guy but I only been doing this stuff for 2 days, right? He been doing it 10 years. I've been doing it 2 months. How can I compare that? Right? Not really. But actually, I've been doing this for a little, I don't know. It's been a couple months. But yeah, you can't compare, man. This guy driving a Lambo, right? But we don't know if he rented it. We don't know if his friend got it. He was born to a rich family. We don't know, right? We over here working this job, flipping these burgers, right? Pushing this broom, vacuuming this floor. And this guy home turn on the camera, be instantly, or hopping on the turn on the camera, playing the game, instantly a millionaire, right? We over here dealing with these annoying people over the phone that's complaining about everything, right? At work. So, but you can't compare, right? Everybody got a different destination at a different time. Your time is coming. You just need to be consistent and disciplined in it. You know, got to change the way we look at things, our perspective on things, right? And move accordingly. Stay in the lane, keep going. right? Keep our eyes you're only competing with your previous self. You cannot compete with somebody else. You can get inspired by people, you can get information from other people, you can get wisdom from other people, right? On how they made it. Somebody that been in at least somebody that been in a similar lane with you. If somebody's in a whole completely different lane, you might not want to get advice from them, but if somebody in a similar lane can teach you how to reach a similar destination that you want to go to, right? So that's the key, man. The world would be such a better place if everybody knew how to mind their business, right? At their job, right? To give you that job title. Everybody got their role to play in that job position and make that job flow, right? Even if you at a warehouse, right? Each person on that line has a different part they got to set to the next person, right? And the person 2 steps ahead of you can't do their job if the two previously didn't do theirs, right? If they didn't add this piece, they can't add their extra piece on top of theirs, right? You work at a desk, right? You gotta people come to you the desk person, right? Somebody walk up to you. You the one that's setting them up, signing them up so they can go see the dentist, right? Or go see the doctor, right? They can't get to the doctor unless they go to the desk person to set up the appointments, right? Because it's thousands of people coming in. We got to organize the people. So you the person that organize for the person that go see, right? I'm just throwing an example out there. Everything matters, right? And especially when the business, you have to have order and structure. So, it's not like one lane is better than the other. It's just different, but there could be greater potential in your lane. You probably could have something destined for you along the way. You just got to keep going. That's it, man. All right, man. So yeah, stay in your lane, G, man. I ain't gonna make this video long, man, either. All right, like and subscribe. You enjoyed. Y'all have a good night, man. Thank y'all for tuning in.